there are two types of leaders at the very top of typically an organization. The visionary, who is a creative problem solver, typically a founding entrepreneur, strategic thinker, has a million ideas.
I mean, I have so many ideas.
And owns big relationships, but hates getting in the minutia and in the weeds, and can't stay focused and disciplined to stay on track and row in a singular direction without the shiny object, the sexy thing kind of distracting them every quarter.
There's shiny things everywhere.
And then you've got
just described me. You just described me. Like, that's who I am.
I'm that to a T. And then the integrator is the person who harmonizes and orchestrates and aligns all the different functions of the business to make sure everyone's executing in alignment towards achieving that compelling, clear, mutually agreed upon vision of where the company's going and how they're going to get there. The integrator's in charge of the day-to-day execution, day-to-day communication, holding people accountable, execution-based decisions. When I read Traction and first even heard about this visionary integrator thing, it was like this massive weight coming off my shoulders, because throughout my entrepreneurial career, throughout my leadership career, I always kind of beat myself up about the fact that I just hated the minutia. I hated the day-to-day. I wasn't good at it, but I felt like it was a failing.
What's wrong with me?
And what Traction did for me was say, you know what? You have a God-given ability and a strength. Lean into it, because that's where you will contribute at your highest level. And there are people out there in this world, whether they're in your organization today or not, who also are God-given talent and ability and were born to do the integrator role.
I was born for this moment.
And when you can identify those two, crystallize their unique roles in the business and where they're uniquely held accountable, that is rocket fuel for the business. And so for me, it was like, wow, not only am I allowed to be a visionary, I should lean into it and delegate everything else that's not visionary off my plate, because that's not only where I contribute the most, that's what keeps me from burning out, because that's what fills my cup. So that's like, if you can identify as a founder or an executive leader, and you can identify clearly if there's a visionary and the integrator, and crystallize those two roles, those two seats, and the roles, the 5 things each leader uniquely owns and is accountable for, that is pouring rocket fuel on the business. That is a yin to the yang that is incredibly powerful.